31 to the power of 12, 17 to the power of 17, which one of them is greater? Either the first one is greater than the second one or the second one is greater than the first one. Now how we want to solve this problem? Because here the bases are not equal, the powers are not equal. So we can't use any of the laws available to us. So what we will do? Now let us say suppose this is A and this is D. And we want to establish that, let us say A less than D. Then we will look for two numbers B and C in such a way that B less than C, we know that, and A less than B, we can prove that, and C less than D, we can prove that. Then combining all of them, what we will be getting is A less than B less than C less than D. Something like 2 is less than 3, 3 is less than 5, 5 is less than 7. Then obviously 2 is less than 7. So that's how we can prove that. So we have to look for our B and C numbers. What numbers will be our B and C in such a way that they are related to each other, and also we can relate them with respect to A and D. So let's go ahead and look at these numbers. 31 to the power of 12. Now the base is 31 and here the base is 17. Now if you observe a little bit carefully, 31 is almost near to 32 and 17 is almost near to 16. 32 is 2 power 5 and 16 is 2 power 4. That means our B comma C will be something like 2 power X or 2 power Y. Because if X and Y relationship I know, then I can easily say that B is less than C or B is greater than C. Now first let us see, this is our A now, this is D. We know that B and C will be with a base of 2. So let's go ahead and first start with A. We will write down 31 to the power of 12 is less than 32 to the power of 12. Because we know 31 is less than 32. Obviously we know that when we rise to the same power, 31 to the power of 12 is less than 32 to the power of 12. 31 to the power of 12 can be 32 is 2 power 5 whole to the power of 12, or can we write down 31 to the power of 12 is less than 2 power 60. Now this is our equation number 1, which is A less than B. Now let's focus on C less than D. We have 16 and 17. We know that 16 is less than 17. So I'll write down 16 is less than 17. Now what is the power we have for 17? 17. So we'll raise it and we'll say 16 to the power of 17 is less than 17 to the power of 17. But what is 16 to the power of 17? 2 power 4 whole to the power of 17 is less than 17 to the power of 17, or that is equals to 2 power 68 is less than 17 to the power of 17. Now that is our second equation. So we have first equation here, we have second equation here, and we know the relation between 2 power 60 and 2 power 68. We know that 2 power 60 is less than 2 power 68. So let's write down what are our ABCD values so that we can establish the relationship between them. Inequality operator. A is 31 to the power of 12. B is 2 power 60. C is 2 power 68. And D is 17 to the power of 17. Now we established that 31 to the power of 12 is less than 2 power 60. We know very clearly that 2 power 60 is less than 2 power 68. We again got that 2 power 68 is less than 17 to the power of 17. So if we take a number line, we have 31 to the power of 12 here, 2 power 60 here, 2 power 68 here, 17 to the power of 17 here, where we are going towards infinity value. Then we know that obviously this value will be less than this value. 1 is less than 4. So we can say that 31 to the power of 12 is less than 17 to the power of 17, or we can say that 17 to the power of 17 is greater number. So let's have a recap of this problem. We have been given 31 to the power of 12 and 17 to the power of 17. We have to find out which of them is greater. Now, our approach to solve this problem is taking this as A and D. We want to get a relationship between A and D, inequality relationship. So before that, we want to identify two numbers B and C such that where clearly B and C relationship can be established, and we can also separately establish relationship between A and B and C and D. Now combining all of them, we can get either A less than B less than C less than D, or A greater than B greater than C greater than D. Any one of them if we are able to establish, then we can easily say that in this scenario 31 to the power of 12 is less than 17 to the power of 17. That means 17 to the power of 17 is greater.